Yo, yeah, RX back with another stream. This time it is Friday, kind of night enough, which means we are back with another pre-party. That pre-party being to UFC Winnipeg, which goes down tomorrow, probably a little over 24 hours from now. And yeah, we back. We're going to look over the card one more time before it goes down tomorrow. And put our picks in for it, look at the weigh-ins and all that, and yap for a little bit on a beautiful Friday night before some fights and WrestleMania, which I'm very excited for, and the first game of the Cavs playoffs, so very loaded day tomorrow, and yeah, let's see what fucking happens, man. And all the sports going on, we had a lot of it, and it's gonna be fun, so. But our main focus is always the UFC too. Even though the UFC is gonna be on my computer tomorrow, Mania always gets the TV, but you know, UFC does get the main attention, or garbage is gonna be on Mania. And speaking of garbage, UFC Winnipeg. So see what happens. I have fuck all of hopes for this card, and so I put picks in for it and talk about it one more time. So let's do just that, shall we? Get the screen share up. Got the share up, and we also got up the Tapology, which is ready to be taking our picks, or all my correct picks for tomorrow. Probably fucking not, but I can pretend. Also got Goat Milk, and do picks there as well, like we always do. And then, like always, we'll cap off the night with looking at the weigh-ins and the face-offs. So, which the face-offs just went down less than an hour ago, so wish they would have done them a bit sooner, because I would have been live a bit sooner, but whatever, fuck them. And let's talk about some fights from Canada, eh? So, let's see how badly I do on picks this week, because I've been not doing awful back-to-back weeks, but very subpar. And let's see how shitty I do tomorrow. Oh boy, can't wait. As we begin the night with the fight that we had the whole time, we did only lose one fight during fight week. That was Al Nascimento and Mitch Raposo. Raposo got sick and don't good. And yeah, that fight got moved to, I believe, the Porgucci card in June, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't care. It's bullshit they even rebooked that. Nascimento should get a much better opponent, but whatever, stupid. Either way, we still have 12 fights, and we've been tonight with the same fight we've been beginning the card with all week, so at least that stayed. As we have that bantamweight in a fine enough opening fight, I guess. We have the first of many debuts on the card, Jamie Siraj versus John Giannis. Yeah, so I'm going to Canadian here. Don't know much about Siraj. I know he has a good story, and he actually looked like a decent enough signing. So, however far that gets you, who will see. But, yeah, it's more picking him less because I think Siraj is some great fighter, more because I just don't think John Giannis is. I've seen a few people pick Giannis. I really don't understand it. Well, no, I guess I do, because for all we know, Siraj could be fucking garbage, so I guess it doesn't make sense in the end. But, in the grand scheme of things, I trust Jamie Siraj much more than I trust John Giannis. So, like, yeah, Giannis does have UFC experience over him, but that one fight that went 3 minutes and he got bitched out by shitty Austin Bashi. So, does that tell you? Maybe Giannis is good. Maybe we're gonna see that the dude is really good. But I'm gonna say I doubt it. I'll go with the more experienced in his fighting career, Jamie Siraj to get the win here. And yeah, start off the night well for the Canadian. So unless this dude is just pure garbage, or John Giannis is shockingly a good fighter, I'm gonna go Siraj here to get the win to start the night off with a debut W. And yeah, see if the UFC signed a good one here. So time will tell. And give me the Canadian to start tonight in Canada with a win. He is the minus 265 favorite, so the odds have actually jumped up a good amount. I forget what he was when I did the breakdown last night. I think he was like minus 170, so he's jumped up a good fucking amount. And yeah, I don't know how much I agree with him being that big of a favorite. Like, I think what they were before, like minus 170 or whatever, was more accurate, but if Siraj is actually pretty decent, or Giannis is just that terrible, then yeah, I guess the odds make sense. So here's where I'm picking the guy. So not really a big deal. Topology also going with Siraj, 91%, or they're at 9% of John Giannis believers, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna be too thrilled by the end of this fight. With Gold Milk saying, I imagine much of the same. Well, and I guess a lot more people in John Giannis, 18%, but Siraj is still the majority pick here, and I will go with that. I'll go Siraj by decision. We could get a finish. Giannis got beat by Bashi very easily in the debut, but we'll see if Siraj is what Siraj can do. Who knows? I think he has a few wins in every facet, so see what he's good at, see what he sucks at, and yeah, give me James Siraj by decision here. Again, unless Giannis is really fucking good and we didn't know it, or Siraj is really terrible, should be a Siraj win to begin the night for the Canadians on a high note, and yeah, not really too much to say there, so give me Siraj by decision to begin the night with a fight that will either be really whatever or probably terrible. So on that W. And then after that, we go to our first of 3 fights on the card with no fucking Canadian. Still don't get the point of that, but you know, sure. We're having our second fight of the night. Sting, I guess this turned to a catch weight. I don't know who had the weight issue, but either way, at a catch weight of 139 in the bantamweight division, but again, the catch weight here. You know, in our second fight of the night, actually one of the better fights on the card. Just shouldn't be here because it makes no fucking sense to be here. We have John Castaneda versus Mark Vologden. Yeah, for this card standards, this is a pretty solid fucking fight. Yeah, good fight here. And I guess I'm taking my first underdog pick because these odds are fucking weird. I'm going with Vologden. I get he's very undersized. He is a flyweight, for being honest. But I just think he can win this fight. Castaneda, not a pushover, not a bad fighter, but just not been on the winning side of things as of late, and usually shows up looking pretty whatever in fights, especially lately. So, and Vologden does seem to be a very good prospect, very good signing, coming off the best fight in Contender Series history. So, you know, that's a fucking great thing to have on your belt. And dude seems well-rounded, seems pretty good. So is Castaneda, pretty well-rounded and decent, but he's a bit older, has had a lot of struggles in UFC, and I think Vologden can beat him here. I think he's just a little more hungrier, a little more well-rounded, and on his birthday, no less, I think he'll get the win here. So give me the underdog, even though I'm still not sure why he's the fucking underdog, but give me the underdog to get the win here, and yeah, give me the Russian to beat the American in Canada for whatever fucking reason. This fight's not on next week's card, so not really much to say here. Again, betting odds make no fucking sense. I don't know why Castaneda is the slight favorite. Like, not saying Vlogden is a clear fucking giant favorite here, but it's like I thought the odds were fine before when Vlogden was like minus 130, minus 140. I thought that was a little more accurate, but what do I know, I guess. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. Topology a bit close, Vlogden 65 to Castaneda 35, so there are some Castaneda believers, but I just feel like I could see the pick, but I wouldn't make it. I've been burnt on Castaneda too many times now to pick him anymore, so maybe this will be a good bounce back for him. What is Go Milk saying here? Wow, Castaneda's the pick favorite, 61 to 39. I guess I really am picking my first underdog here. I'm going to mark for Vlogden to get a win by decision. He could get a finish, but Castaneda's pretty tough to finish. Daniel Santos had to hit him with everything possible to get to finish him, so I think Vlogden will kind of be the better fighter over 15 minutes and get the win here. And I really don't see Castaneda finishing Vlogden, because that Vlogden looks very tough to finish from that Contender Series fight. He ate a lot of fucking punches, and yeah, I don't think there's going to be a Castaneda finisher, so I think we're going to go full 15. I think Vlogden will be getting the win here, so my first underdog pick of the night. And again, it's so surprised he's the underdog, and they give me the debutant to get the win here by decision over the veteran to sadly end Castaneda's UFC career and begin Vlogden. So give me the Russian, really flyweight, fighting at bantamweight to win his debut. And then after that, we get to our third fight of the prelims in the flyweight division, a division we'll be talking about again later on the main card. This one in the top 15 for the number 14th ranking, I believe. As we're having a third fight of the night, probably the hardest fight to pick on the card, in my opinion. We have for the number 14 ranking at flyweight, JJ Aldridge versus Jamie Lynn Horth. Tough one to pick. This fight just screams a split decision with I'm not going to say they're going to fucking stall the fight and do nothing, but a fight where not really much happens. Kind of, if anything, could be like Walker and Wraith. I feel like this could be like that a good amount, where they're throwing shots, just not really much too powerful, and I'm not really expecting a great highlight here. I expect a close, fine split decision here, and who do I think will win that split decision? I'll go with the Canadian here. I think Horth can squeak out a win here. JJ has won a lot of fights in the UFC, 10 wins. I don't know, like, for best, somehow she beat Julian Robertson. Fuck if I know how. I'll tell you that none of her wins are that great. Her losses are against Miranda Lipsky and Veronica Hardy lately. So she can be beaten. And I think if Horth can keep this fight standing, she is a bit better of a striker. And I think she can squeak out a win here. So, especially in Canada, if it is a close fight, we know who's going to be getting the nod. And I think Jamie will get it here. Again, JJ ain't a pushover. Obviously, you don't win 10 UFC fights for fun. But I just think Horth can be the more aggressive, bit better fighter here and take a ranking. So I'll give me the Canadian in a very close, not a bad fight. Not a bad fight. It's just two fighters who never really have these great highlights. Seem to both have knockouts in the last few years. How, I don't know. And yeah, it can be the Canadian to get the win here. The odds have actually fallen a good amount. JJ Aldridge, only plus 125 now to plus 145. Horth was like minus 280 or whatever when I did a breakdown last night. So to see the odds drop like that is intriguing, and correct or what they should be. No, I think it should be a complete pick 'em because you're just praying the split decision goes your way and see which way it goes here. I think if it's on the ground, JJ will do a bit better. If it's on the feet, Jane will do a bit better. So tough one to predict. Not a bad fight for number 14th ranking. Who takes it? I'm gonna pick the Canadian to take it though. So it's Tapology 87% on Jamie Lynn Horse. And what is Goat Milk saying? What is Goat Milk saying? I guess nothing. They just have boycotted this fight. Are the rest working? God damn it, Goat Milk. Why do you do this stupid shit? What up, bud? Good to see you, man. I hope you had a good week. What's up, Scotty? Scott, I think I DM'd you on Discord if you want in the Discord. Or I think, I think I sent you the link even, because, if you want in, I got you. But, yeah, I am doing good. I am doing very good. Enjoyed the last couple days, and, back now after a few days of just doing shorts, which, trust me, no, y'all haven't watched them anyway, so it's okay. And yeah, gonna be back next couple nights of doing this shit. So, oh yeah, want to shoot me the link? I already did. It's on Discord. It's that one account that fucking what's my username again? Just look through your most recent or look at who you guys recently friended. It'll be that one account. Just look through your last few DMs. You'll find it. Yeah, if not, I'll send it again after stream. So, okay, I know you added me as a friend, so you'll find it. So, again, I'll send it after stream if you don't. But yeah, goddamn it, Go Milk, why are you being a bitch right now? Go Milk hasn't already been fucking up as of late. I don't know why it's being a fucking cunt right now. So yeah, refresh it. Damn it, Moth. Fix Go Milk. God damn it. Well, I guess I'll put my pick and hope it fixes itself. Why is it doing this bullshit? Yeah, fuck it, I'll just keep going. I guess we're not gonna see the Goat Milk picks, but, yeah, give me, I would imagine they're probably on Jamie Lynn Horse's side. And, yeah, I'll go Jamie Lynn Horse by decision here. If there was a finish here, I'd be more than fucking shocked. I would love to know what the betting odds are for this fight to not go the distance, to finish inside the distance. I guarantee it's like plus 2,000. And I'd be amazed at a finish here. Like I said, I see a close decision happening here, and yeah, I'm gonna go Jamie Lynn Horse to win it at home. I think she can keep it on her feet and be a little bit more active, land one of the bigger shots, and pick up the win. So, give me Jamie Lynn Horse by decision. JJ could always squeak out the upset here. Would not be a shock one bit. I'm gonna go JLH to get the win here at home, and either deservedly, I found the link, hell yeah, to either get the deserved decision or maybe a bit of a hometown cooking decision. Give me the Canadian by decision. Staying with the females, we go right back at them with the up 10 pounds at woman's bantamweight this time in our fourth fight of the night in the women's bantamweight division. A fight not as good as the horse fight, but actually again one of the better prelims on the card, so whatever that's worth, I guess. We have in our fourth fight of the night in the women's bantamweight division, Melissa Croden versus Daria Zelezniakova. Can the Canadian get back-to-back female wins, or can Russia get their second win of the card? I'm gonna go with the upset here. I'm gonna go with the first Canadian loss of the night. I just think Zelezniakova's the bit better fighter here, and I think she can get the win. Croden, 1-1 in the UFC, has shown to be, I would say, perfectly mid. Not terrible, not great. She's shown to be a fine enough fighter for what she is, so Can't really take too much away there for Lesniakova. 2-1 in the UFC. That one loss with Eileen Perez, which is very understandable. Outside being the only finish on that winning streak for Perez, and that's an understandable loss. 2 wins outside of Mullins and Rendon, which are pretty solid wins, and for that division standards. And I think Lesniakova is a bit better fighter here. I think she is a little more technical. I think she's fought better competition, and she kind of seems like the better fighter. I think Croton does have the aggressiveness and maybe the cardio advantage, but outside of that, I think Lesniakova is a bit better fighter, and I think she can squeak out a win here. Betting odds completely disagree with me. Having Croton minus 140. This is another fight that could easily be a pick'em. Because I could see either one of these two either looking shockingly good, or could either dominating to a win, or it could be a very stagnant, close split decision. So I could see either one happening, but I'm gonna go with the underdog, the first Canadian loss of the night. Give me the Russian, who I just think is a bit better fighter. Give me Daria Lesniakova to get the win here. Is all these sites finally agreeing how to spell her fucking name? Is it D-A-R-Y-A or D-A-R-I-A or something? I've seen 3 spellings for her first name. It's like her last name, which is just spelled whatever fucking way you want to pretend it is. Are we finally set on how you spell it? Like Spivak. Is it with a C or a K? Those are the only 2 names I can think of that have been spelled. I've seen spelled differently by sites like Tapology, ShareDog, whatever. So I guess we finally got that patent down, but that's good. Not like that matters. Tapology is still going with the Canadian at 66% for Melissa Croton. Is Goat Milk finally working? I love Goat Milk, but goddamn good. It's working. Let's see, what was it for Horse and Aldridge? Yeah, okay, exactly what I would have expected. And wow, they're at. You see my fucking point? You see my point? D-A-R-I-A. So is it I-A or Y-A? Which one is it? I know it's a nitpicky thing, but I'm stupid and I nitpick those kind of things. So. But wow, Goat Milk actually going Daria as the favorite here. I'm gonna pick her. I think she's just a better fighter. Not by much. Again, I'm not saying Croton's a can, but I wonder why Goat Milk's picking Daria as the favorite. I think she's just a bit better fighter, and I think she'll get the first loss on the Canadians' record tonight. So, give me the Russian from fighting out of Paris. That's rare to get the nod here. I am worried about picking her by decision, because we know decisions in Canada usually go one way and one way only. But if Daria can win this fight clearly enough, I think she can still get the nod and get the win here. So, give me Daria Lesniakova to get the win here. 2-3 years in Dagestan, and forget, actually, if she was training out of Dagestan, she might actually be pretty fucking good. And start training with Sorogan's coach. Fucking stupid. And give me the first Canadian L of the night. From a Canadian L to just an L in general for the viewer, not of the stream, well, I guess to an extent, but for the card, our next 2 fights. As after that, we got some garbage in back-to-back fights here. I'm not going to waste much time here. As we're having our 5th fight of the night, the beginning of the back-to-back of complete garbage on this card. We have Tanner Boser versus Gakhan Sarikhan. That's what I'm saying his last name till John Anik says it right. Do I have to pick this shit? Do I have to watch it? Can something good be happening on Mania at the time of this fight? 'Cause I don't want to watch this. Yeah, give me Boser. I know who he is. Gakhan looks like a can. Yeah, at least I know who Boser is. Dude hits hard. Outside of that, he sucks. Canadian Roy Nelson and actually Roy Nelson was a much better fighter, and yeah, not really much to say there. He's the underdog here. I don't care. If you bet on this fight, you're fucking mental. And yeah, give me the Canadian here. Why not? Sorry, 80 100% picked here. I would imagine Gold Milk's going over Tanner since we actually know who that is. He's been to UFC before. No, they are definitely not. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But I am going to pick my first finish of the night here. Give me Bozer by knockout in the first. That's really the only way he knows how to win a fight. He's not really a good cardio fighter or good at anything or a good fighter. So yeah, just has to hit that kill shot and get the win. If not, I guess Gokhan will probably win, but in the day, who gives a fuck? They both suck. Chauvin Leka should have been signed to play Bozer. And yeah, this ain't gonna be Hoken and Blades, don't worry. Garbage next. From garbage to garbage of, I guess, a little better degree, but that's as much as you want it to. That's like going from a hot turd to a cold turd. I get it, a cold one better, probably. They're both still shit. As we have in our coming run the prelims. Thank God for Nascimento getting canned off the card, because now we got a real featured prelim and not this. And this fight still being this high on the card is a disgrace to the sport, but sure. As we have in our coming in the prelims in the middleweight division, a can battle that is only matched by the fight we just talked about. We have Yuri from Wish, Robert Valentin versus Julian LeBlanche, one or the other. God, you must fucking suck if you're the underdog to Robert Valentin. I'll pick the Canadian here. Maybe he's good. I just struggle to I really struggled to convince myself to pick Robert Valentin, unless I knew the guy he was fighting is that fucking terrible, which I don't. I would imagine LeBlanche must be that terrible if he's the underdog here. Jesus fucking Christ, the odds have to be wrong here. There's no way you suck that bad. Like, Valentin is bad. Like, I was thinking about earlier, like, he was booked against Jackson McVeigh. I was probably going to pick McVeigh, and then I thought, who would I pick between Dumas and Valentin? I truly said Cedric Dumas. Like, Valentin's just not good. He's Daniil Danchenko with everything Valentin was meant to be, and again, Yuri from Wish is just an honest statement of what he is, because he's just not that fucking good. So he, like I said in the breakdown, by this time and the end of the year or next year, I see him being a DBX or Karate Combat, etc. type of guy, because that's more of his style than the UFC. So, but maybe he fucking wins here. He is the favorite, -165. Again, you must truly fucking suck if you're the underdog to Robert Valentin. And is it too late to trade for Aaron Jeffrey at this point? I would imagine so. Whatever, I'll go the underdog here, because he can't be this bad, right? Topology agrees, and they are going over the Blanche 64%. I can only imagine what Gold Milk is thinking here. I could not even imagine. And it's broken again. I don't know, 59%. So it's closer, more Valentin supporters here to give me LeBlanche. I just cannot convince myself to pick Robert Valentin unless he was fighting. Would I even pick him against Cody Brundage? Maybe I'd pick him against Brundage. I'd definitely pick him against Medina and Trocoli. Brundage could fall ass backwards into a win there. So now he lost Torres Finney, for fuck's sake. So what does that tell you? So, give me LeBlanche by decision. I just cannot believe that they signed a guy that shit, that he's the underdog to Valentin will let you lose. So, give me LeBlanche. What more can I really say? And, yeah, there's no way he sucks this bad, right? Right? I would fucking hope they're not signing guys that shitty. Let's find out. And again, who gives a fuck? And thankfully, we actually end the prelims on a high note. It is a fight with no Canadian in it, but whatever. At least it's a decent featured prelim. We have our featured prelim in the featherweight division, the easiest fight to pick on the card. As we end the prelims with a bang instead of Robert Valentin. As we have to end the prelims, Dennis Bazukia versus Marcio Barbosa. Yeah, I wonder who's gonna win this. It's a real fucking debate, isn't it? Yeah, obviously Barbosa's winning this fight. Biggest favorite on the card. Lock of the night, minus 490. That you won up a good amount. Yeah, locks of the night. Bazookia is trash. His career highlight is punching a fan because he's a fucking idiot. So, yeah, he's pretty terrible. And, yeah, back for the first time in 2 years. He fight a guy who has, like, 12 knockouts in his 17 wins and be happy about it. So, give me Marcio Barbosa, obviously 95% on Tapology, and I would imagine Gold Milk is not on anything, and I'm just gonna pick logically 87, 13% going fucking Bazookia. Sure. Good luck. Give me Marcio Barbosa by knockout in the first. God, he's not a good. The hair is not for him. He looks much more normal, bald, and yeah. Give me Marcio Barbosa, lock of the night, knockout round one. Pretty easy. I would say El Nascimento was the only other option for lock, but yeah, I can. So I guess Thiago Moises was considered. I'll talk about him in a minute. Aside of that, not really many options for a lock. I guess Malott. If I was desperate enough and needed a lock, I'd go Malott, but I don't have to. Get Marcelo Barbosa to end the prelims with a bang. And there you go. That's the prelims. They're not great, mainly because of this garbage here. If you take these out and just give us 5-fight prelims, they're better. They're truly much better. But I guess we gotta have garbage in between the subpar fights as is. So whatever. Could be worse, I think. Let's get to the main card already. With the new main card opener, with the Barbosa fight getting moved down, I probably kept the Barbosa fight on the main card, to be honest, but either way, we begin the main card up 10 pounds with another Brazilian-American battle in the lightweight division, though. To open the main card, we have Thiago Moises versus Gouge Young. I swear, either I'm on crazy pills or if everyone else on Earth has short-term memory, I'm easily going Thiago Moises here. Him being the underdog is a fucking joke. Like, I have no idea how he's the underdog here. What the fuck do people see in Gouge Young? Have I missed something? I've seen Young's 2 UFC fights and the Southkill fight, especially lately the last 2 UFC fights. He easily got beat by Evan Elder, and then he looked okay against shitty Machete. Those are not fucking accomplishments. This dude is shit, and then being the favorite here against a guy who, what the fuck he meant to say is fucking insane, and I'm not saying Thiago Moises is a fucking world beater, but the dude's gonna lose some fights. But Thiago Moises is never known to lose to bad fighters. Like, I'm trying to think what's his worst loss in the UFC. What Joel Alvarez, Islam Makhachev, etc., and dude beats tomato cans. So this fight reminds me of the Mitchell Ramirez fight, to be honest, and I don't think Young's much better than Ramirez. So I'm easily going Thiago Moises here. I don't know what fucking drugs people are taking to pick Gouge Young, make him the favorite, but sure, get your Moises bets in now. Maybe I'm stupid, maybe he gets clipped in round 1. The Moises can fight his fight, they kick the shit out of him, just fight smart, not get knocked out. This is a layup for Thiago Moises. What more can I say? So, Gouge Young is trash, and I'm definitely going Moises here. At least Tapology has some sanity left. 64% on batshit mental. They're close to being insane. 58% on Thiago. I'm going Moises by decision here. Yeah, he's not really a finisher unless he can chop Young down and finish him like he did Ramirez. I think Thiago just 30-27s him, maybe 29-28s him pretty easily en route to a win here. So, again, Young is pretty fucking shit, and I think this is a pretty easy win for Moises, a normal, easy bounce back for him like we've seen lately with Ogden and Ramirez. And actually, this more than anything, this kind of reminds me of the Trey Ogden fight. I think Ogden's much better than Young, but that's kind of what this fight is. And again, Moises was the underdog in that fight as well, and we saw what happened. So, give me Thiago Moises to get the win here. Gao Jung is just bad, and yeah, not really too much to say here. Maybe the dumbest odds I've seen in 2026 so far, and that says a lot. That takes a lot of fucking ground. So. There you go. And then after that, we get to the pretty decent fights on the card. Took long enough to get to the actual solid fights, as we have in our second fight of the main card in the women's flyweight division. A very decent top 10 fight, man, because the one fighter is really decent, the other is a complete tomato can. As we have in our second fight of the main card, should be the co-main. In the top 10 of flyweight, we have the Canadian badass Jasmine Jazz the Vicious versus Karine Silva. Yeah, I really wonder who the pick here is. If I was biased for Jasmine or not, I'm still picking her here every day, every fucking time. Like, she's easily winning this fight. Her being 37, I believe she might be the oldest fighter on the card, is fucking insane, but fuck, I would not guess 37, that's for sure. But coming off a bad loss, still a giant favorite here just because Karine Silva is awful. And yeah, this is an easy win for Jasmine. Again, Karine Silva should be on a 3-fight losing streak, and she proves the fighting nerds can't have terrible fighters. So give me Jasmine here pretty easily. Get takedowns and win. Don't try and strike because you can't. And yeah, minus 310 here. Sounds about right. 92% picked. That also sounds about right. And yeah, should be an easy chess. Jasmine won here 82% on her. Maybe Jasmine by decision. Pretty simple. I could make a case for a finish, but I think Jasmine's going to fight a little more smart this fight. She might get TKO or submission later in the fight, but I think more likely she's going to. This is kind of going to be like her fight with Gabriela Fernandez, where she just takes her down and dominates her for 3 rounds. So give me Jasmine to do just that. Get an easy win, maybe a finish on top of that against the terrible Karine Silva. So, not really too much else to say there. And yeah, simple. Jazz gets back on track. Can she make her way back to where she was going in the Manon fight? Fuck no. I doubt it, but we'll see. Let's see what happens here. And then after that, we get our final debut of the night if we didn't have enough of them already. Weight division, and maybe the most hyped debut and the oldest debut on our feature about the main card. The Rat Garbage Maldonado versus Jai Herbert. Well, let's see if Rat Garbage is worth all the memes and the hype and all that. Good to see him in the UFC finally. And again, very fucking old, but well, good to have a veteran in the UFC, I guess. And the fuck? Stupid. This is why I don't go live early. God damn it. Yeah. Give me Rat Garbage here to get the win. Veteran, which is kind of a good thing because he's not super inexperienced. And yeah, he should get the win here, dude. Never went to a decision, never went into round 3. Has good power. Not really any noble wins, but, 36 years old. Funny meme. Yeah. Is the favorite here, minus 175, which feels about right. For Jai Herbert, he is not good. His career highlights are almost winning fights he never should have had a chance in, or he actually did beat Chris Padilla, but whatever. Or getting knocked out like Ilya and Ronaldo. So Jai's just not that fucking good. He overperformed in a few fights, but outside of that, he's still pretty terrible, and he should be losing this fight here, so not really much else to say. And yeah, give me a Rat Garbage here pretty soundly. 77% on garbage. Goat milk will be about the same. Even more, 82% rat garbage. They gave me Nalo by knockout in the first. I could see a second round knockout, but Herbert has no chin, and I think Nalo can find the chin pretty soundly and get his first UFC win. So give me Mando Nalo by knockout in the first. I think he should clip the chin of Jai. Don't really know what Jai's gonna do to win this fight. Good luck. Don't get hurt too badly. And yeah, give me that garbage Nalo by knockout in the first or the second, but more likely the first. And yeah, not really much else to say there. So I'm good to see the meme rat garbage debut. Let's him get a nice knockout win in said debut. And then after that, we go to our co-main event of the evening in the bantamweight division. Not in the top 15, sadly, but still a very good co-main. After having the bantamweight division co-main event of the evening, much better than the main event, but whatever. We have in our co-main event of the evening, Kyler Phillips versus Charles Jourdain. Get your fucking brother debut already, Charles. We've seen you enough. It's always good to see Charles there, Jourdain. Yeah, it's always good to see him get a win like he will be getting here. Yeah, Jourdain's the better fighter at this point. Kyler is a dude with a lot of talent, but he's on a really bad skid at this point. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to break it here, and they're not giving him an easy fight to do so. And yeah, 135 Jourdain looks phenomenal. He looks like a top 15 level guy, and I just think he's gonna win this one. He's 1-2-0 now in the UFC at bantamweight. Kyler on a 2-fight skid. Just seems like the end of the road for Kyler, falling behind in the UFC, and now not getting very favorable matchmaking. Give me Charles Jourdain here, get the hometown W, stay undefeated at bantamweight, and do his thing. So Kyler's good, but I think Jourdain's gonna beat him. Kyler has talent to make the upset, but I just don't know if he will. So we'll see though. Probably Jourdain's the favorite, only minus 140. I think Jourdain could be a bit bigger of the favorite, only minus 170, 180, but not a big deal. And Tapology, 86% on the Canadian. I would imagine Gold Milk is the same. 79% on Air Jourdain. And I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go Charles Jourdain by decision. I know he likes to get finishes, and he usually does, but Kyler's a bit tough to finish, and I could see Jourdain locking up a sub, but I don't know. I almost struggle a bit to see Jourdain getting finished, so I think Jourdain will easily get the decision, but I don't know if he'll get a finish on top of it, so give me Charles Jourdain by decision to get the win here, and get a third one at bantamweight and really make a case for a top 15 shot, so see what happens, and give me Air Jourdain to get his third bantamweight W and kind of put an end to Kyler Phillips in the UFC. And finally, that all leads us to the lame event of the evening. Not gonna waste your time here, because no time needs to be wasted here, because this fight fucking sucks and it's predictable beyond belief. We have in the lame event of the evening, a fight no one cares about, and again, so predictable it's stupid. We have Gilbert Burns versus Mike Malott. Oh, I really wonder who's going to win here. Yeah, Malott knockout round 2. Simple. He should finish Burns in the first 2 rounds pretty easily and get the win here. Burns is 100. This should be his last fight. If he loses, either he retires or he gets cut. And yeah, Malott minus 280. He was like minus 600 at that point. I'm fine with him being minus 5 to 600. He should win this fight easily. He's fucking terrible, but he should easily beat shitty Gilbert Burns in 2026. I hope I'm wrong. I would love nothing more than a Gilbert Burns win here, but it's just not fucking happening. And yeah, Malott should break him in the first 10 minutes. So, I mean, Malott by knockout round 2, pretty fucking simple. 76% on Malott. I'm shocked that many people are picking Gilbert. And what's Gil Milk saying here? 73%. So about the same on both sides. I get picking Burns is what we all want to see happen, but it just fucking ain't happening. So give him a lot to finish in round 2. And yeah, not really much more to say there. Shitty fight, shitty main. Burns is old and Malott's trash. So pretty simple, and there you go. And with that being said, bang. Those are my picks. Let's lock them in, shall we? My Tapology picks are in. Let's put the go on screen. Yeah. Yeah, not, again, usually not a lot of finishes, but, you know, try. Jasmine and Jourdain can always get finishes, of course, but I've had, I do think most of the other fights will go to the scorecards, and, yeah, that's why I picked more finishes in this. That's why I had 5 finishes. I guess not, unless I fucked up pickup, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. So I'll have to look back. I swear I had 5 finishes, but maybe I'm wrong. So again, I almost went with Jazz or Jourdain to get finishes, but I'll say unlikely. Well, not unlikely, but I'll just say I don't know what's gonna happen. So, and yeah, simple. What more can you really say here? So there you go. And with that being said, really the only thing left to do tonight is what we always do then, the pre-party, and that is, let's look at the weigh-ins and the face-offs from about an hour and a half ago, shall we? Weigh-ins, obviously the main event usually starts. Malott and Burns on weight, LeBlanc on weight, Siraj looking a bit drained there, and Jasmine looking fine. She never really had the weight cut issues, it seems. Gao Jung, Nalo super drained like always. Karine and Kyler always look super fucking drained. Bazookia, Barbosa logged in all on weight. Horse, Valentine, and Wozniakova are all on weight. Gokhan, Jourdain, and Bose are all on weight. Herbert, Aldridge, and Giannis all on weight. And then Castaneda, Moises, and Croden all on weight. Castaneda weighing in last. I'd imagine the catch weight was probably caused by him, I'd imagine, but who knows. And yeah, and then to look at the face-offs, we'll do this. We'll go fight by fight. So Siraj and John Giannis face off. Basic, calm, expected. And we got logged in. A little more intense there. Again, I don't think I've ever seen John Castaneda be a taller fighter in a fight. When you're fucking fighting a flyweight, yeah, it's gonna happen, ain't it? Then you got fucking, is it Horse, I believe, after that? Horse and JJ. Calm and chill as expected. Jamie a bit taller. No shocker there. And I got Croden and Vlasniakova. I spelled that right, but pretty basic face-offs I got from that. You can barely tell which is which. I got a quick glance. I was like, wait, which one's which again? There you go. Do we have to look at Boser and Valentine? Bowser and Gokhan getting intense. Okay. And then, fucking Robert Valentine. They are also a bit intense. So, for being the worst fights on a card, at least they're trying to sell it a bit by getting a little intense. And then you end with fucking Bosa. Where Bosa and Bazookia pretty relaxed, not too crazy. Then you get in the main card with Thiago Moises and young, chill Moises, always really chill. Jasmine and Karine, shockingly chill. I actually expected these two to be a little more intense, but guess not. Very relaxed there. And you got Nalo, who of course is going to be super relaxed. Now and Jai Herbert together, not really known for getting intense. That's fucking insane how skinny he is. Then we got Jordan and Kyler. Yeah, not shocked that they got a little chippy and talked a bit. And then ended with Gilbert Burns in the main event. Yeah, they're gonna be pretty respectful. I'm a lot. Another respectful guy. Burns ain't, getting too crazy. And there you go. Main event tomorrow night. It's shit, but there you go. UFC wants you to believe it's a good fight. It fucking isn't. And there you go. Not really much more you can say there. So Gilbert got rid of his tiny little fro. Lame. And yeah, there you go. Nothing too really impactful from the weigh-ins there. Everyone made weight, and everyone was mostly relaxed. And yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Is it going to be a shit card? Probably. Again, like I said before, this card can reach like a 5 out of 10 by the end of it. That's a fucking success, because this card looks like it should be a 3.5. And so, we'll see. I don't have super high hopes for this, but we'll see. And if it sucks, at least I got Mania. No, Mania sucks too. Fuck. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Those are my picks. We'll see how terrible I fucking do. And yeah, not really much more I can say there. So there you go. And with that being said, not really much more to be said. Since no one's fucking here anyway, so simple pre-party as expected. Talk to myself for a little under an hour. Outside Scotty for some minute or so, and yeah, cool. Not really much more I can think to say. I'm not gonna waste any more time talking to myself. I try and go live early for y'all, and y'all don't even show up. So good job there, assholes. And yeah, not really much more to say here. So there you go. I hope I enjoyed the stream, because I'm the one who fucking saw it. And yeah, see what happens tomorrow with Fights Mania and the Cavs. So I'll be back tomorrow night for the after party. Well, it'll probably be exactly like this. I'll just continue to talk to myself. And yeah, not really much more to say. So how simple as you can get. Like, comment, subscribe, if no one here to do that anyway, but sure. And yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more of my time with this shit. So as always, RX out. Good vibes only, and I guess